Imagine being caught in a downpour without an umbrella. An inconvenience for sure, but while some curse the sky, others simply smile and walk on. This simple distinction between reactions speaks volumes about our approach to life's uncontrollable elements. In our lives full of unceasing demands and the relentless pace of change, it's easy to find ourselves at the mercy of our surroundings. The unexpected downpour is a metaphor for the myriad unexpected challenges we face. A sudden job loss, an unforeseen argument with a loved one, or even a global crisis that shakes the very foundation of our normalcy. Our instinctual response is to react, often with frustration, anger, or despair. Yet, what if there was a different path? A path that not only shields us from the chaos, but also transforms our relationship with it. This is where the ancient philosophy of Stoicism and its modern interpretation through the lens of indifference comes into play. Stoicism, a Hellenistic philosophy founded in the early 3rd century BC by Zeno of Citium, offers a blueprint for resilience in the face of adversity. It teaches the value of understanding what is within our control and what isn't, urging us to focus our energy solely on the former. This isn't a call to passivity, but rather a strategy for empowerment. By distinguishing between our external circumstances and our internal reactions, it provides a framework for enduring happiness and peace of mind. The modern concept of indifference, deeply rooted in Stoic philosophy, is often misunderstood. It's not about a lack of care or disengagement from the world. Instead, it's about cultivating a selective detachment from things outside our control. This form of indifference isn't cold or unfeeling, rather, it's a deliberate choice to not allow external events to dictate our inner state. It's the recognition that while we can't control the rain, we can control how we respond to it, whether we choose to lament our wet clothes or appreciate the refreshment it brings. The power of not caring, according to this philosophy, lies in its liberation from the tyranny of external validation and the unpredictable waves of fortune. It's a tool for building emotional resilience, enabling us to face life's challenges with equanimity and grace. This philosophy teaches us that our happiness depends not on altering our external environment, but on adjusting our internal perspective. Embracing Stoicism and learning to be indifferent in this nuanced way can profoundly transform our lives. It equips us with the strength to remain steadfast in the face of adversity, to make decisions based on wisdom rather than whim, and to cultivate inner peace regardless of external chaos. This path leads to not just a more effective life, but a more fulfilling one. I want us to delve into the essence of Stoic indifference, unraveling how this ancient wisdom can be applied to our contemporary lives. We'll discover that the true power lies not in the events that befall us, but in our responses to them. By embracing the Stoic practice of indifference, we open ourselves to a life characterized not by resignation, but by profound empowerment. This journey invites us to reconsider not just how we react to the rain, but how we navigate the storms of our lives, finding serenity amidst turbulence and strength in what many perceive as surrender. Thus, our exploration is not merely an academic one, it's a call to action, a challenge to reshape our lives from the inside out. Through the lens of Stoicism, we'll uncover the transformative power of not caring in a way that brings deeper meaning, satisfaction, and effectiveness to our existence. Before we dive into the depths of Stoic philosophy and uncover how it can transform our lives, I want to take a moment to thank Shortform, the sponsor of today's video. Shortform isn't just any book summary website. It's an invaluable tool that I personally use to research and gather insights for my videos. With Shortform, I can explore a wide range of genres that resonate with our quest for wisdom, including philosophy, self-improvement, and history, ensuring that the content I bring to you is not only rich, but varied and profound. One guide that profoundly impacted my understanding was their deep dive into the discourses of Epictetus. it distilled the Stoic teachers' lessons into practical insights, highlighting the importance of focusing on what we can control, a theme that's central to our discussion today. Short form is constantly updating its library with new book guides and articles every week. If you're as passionate about learning and personal growth as I am, I encourage you to take advantage of short form. By using my special link, shortform.com/successchasers, you'll receive a free trial of unlimited access and an additional 20% off the annual subscription. Dive into a world of knowledge that's just waiting to be explored. Click the link in the description, and let's embark on this journey of discovery together. Thanks again to Shortform for sponsoring this video. To fully grasp the transformative potential of Stoicism and its nuanced concept of indifference, we must journey back to its origins and understand its foundational principles. This philosophy was born in the bustling heart of ancient Greece, later flourishing in Rome, and has left an indelible mark on the philosophy of Western civilization. This doctrine emerged in the 3rd century BC, founded by Zeno of Citium. Zeno's teachings, initially delivered from the painted porch, or Stoa Poikile in Athens, laid the groundwork for a philosophy that would endure for centuries. Stoicism's resilience through time can be attributed to its practical approach to life's challenges, focusing on personal virtue and wisdom as the keys to happiness. The torch of Stoicism was carried forward by its most eminent figures: Seneca, a Roman statesman; Epictetus, a former slave turned influential teacher; and Marcus Aurelius, a philosopher king. These individuals, despite their vastly different life circumstances, shared a common vision of his philosophy as a way of life. Their writings, ranging from intimate letters and lectures to the meditations of an emperor, offer a rich tapestry of Stoic thought, woven through with the themes of endurance, integrity, and the pursuit of goodness above all else. At the heart of the philosophy lies a set of core principles that guide the practice of indifference. The first of these principles is the pursuit of virtue. Virtue is not merely an abstract ideal, but the very essence of a good life. It encompasses wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, virtues that enable individuals to act in harmony with nature and their rational nature. It teaches that a life aligned with virtue is the highest form of existence, one that transcends the fleeting pleasures and pains of the external world. Understanding what is within our control and what isn't forms the cornerstone of this philosophy. This distinction is crucial for cultivating true indifference. Stoics argue that our perceptions, decisions, and actions are within our control, while everything else, wealth, reputation, health, and even the actions of others, lies beyond it. This wisdom lies in focusing our efforts and concerns on our internal state, refining our character and responses, rather than being swayed by the uncontrollable tides of fate. Living in harmony with nature is another central tenet of Stoicism. This principle goes beyond a simple appreciation for the natural world. It encompasses an alignment with the universe's rational order and our place within it. For Stoics, living in accordance with nature means accepting the unfolding of events as part of a larger, coherent design. Even if individual occurrences seem unjust or unfortunate, this acceptance is not passive resignation, but an active affirmation of life's rhythm, grounded in the belief that virtue and wisdom enable us to navigate any circumstance. This concept of indifference, or what is often referred to as apatheia, is perhaps the most misunderstood aspect of Stoicism. Contrary to the modern negative connotations of indifference as a lack of concern or empathy, Stoic indifference is a profound and selective detachment. It's a rational, controlled approach to caring about things, distinguishing between what truly matters, our own virtue and moral character, and what does not, external events and the opinions of others. This form of indifference is not cold or unfeeling. Instead, it is deeply compassionate, grounded in the understanding that most of life's troubles stem from misplaced values and attachments. Indifference, in the Stoic sense, is the result of a meticulous process of reasoning, a deliberate choice to remain unaffected by external circumstances that are beyond our control. This doesn't mean Stoics are indifferent to the welfare of others or to the pursuit of external goals. Rather, they approach these aspects of life with a clear understanding of their relative importance. The Stoic is fully engaged in the world, striving to act virtuously and contribute positively, but without attachment to the outcome of their actions. This detachment allows them to maintain their equanimity in the face of life's ups and downs, freeing them from the tyranny of uncontrolled desires and fears. The practice of selective indifference, then, is not about withdrawal from life, but about engaging with it more fully, more serenely. It's about recognizing the immense power we hold within ourselves, the power to maintain our inner peace, to choose our response to adversity, and to live a life of virtue, regardless of external conditions. By embracing indifference, we're not turning our backs on the world. We're choosing to interact with it from a place of strength, wisdom, and profound inner freedom. In the exploration of Stoicism and its profound principle of selective indifference, we find a transformative power that extends into various facets of our lives. This Stoic indifference, far from a mere disengagement, equips us with the tools to navigate life's inevitable vicissitudes with grace and resilience. Among the most significant benefits of this philosophical stance are emotional resilience, enhanced decision-making capabilities, and liberation from the often crushing weight of social pressures. The cultivation of emotional resilience through Stoic indifference is akin to building an inner fortress that remains impervious to the storms raging outside. This resilience is not about suppressing emotions or denying the reality of pain, disappointment, or loss. Rather, it's about acknowledging these feelings while refusing to be overpowered by them. It teaches us that our emotions are largely the product of our judgments and perceptions. By adopting a stance of indifference towards things we cannot control, we learn to reframe our perceptions, focusing instead on our capacity to respond with virtue and composure. This inner transformation does not happen overnight. It requires practice and a steadfast commitment to these principles. However, the reward is a profound sense of peace and stability that endures regardless of external circumstances. When we internalize the idea that we have the power to choose our reactions, we unlock a wellspring of emotional resilience. We become capable of facing life's challenges without being unduly disturbed, maintaining our equilibrium even in the face of adversity. This resilience is not a cold detachment, but a conscious choice to prioritize our inner peace and virtue over the chaos of the external world. Stoic indifference also plays a crucial role in decision-making. In a world where we are constantly bombarded with information and demands, it's easy to become overwhelmed and react impulsively. However, by practicing indifference towards things outside our control, we can clear the mental clutter that clouds our judgment, enabling us to make decisions that are rational, well-considered, and aligned with our core values. This clarity of thought is not merely beneficial in navigating personal dilemmas, it also enhances our professional judgment and ethical reasoning. When we are not unduly attached to outcomes or swayed by the tumult of external events, we can assess situations more objectively. This objectivity allows us to weigh options based on their merits, foresee potential consequences, and choose paths that are not only effective, but also just and virtuous. This indifference fosters a decision-making process that is not reactive, but reflective, guided by wisdom rather than whims or fears. Perhaps one of the most liberating aspects of Stoic indifference is the freedom it grants from social pressures and the relentless pursuit of external validation. Our contemporary society is characterized by an incessant drive to compare, compete, and conform. This pursuit of approval, status, and material success can be exhausting, leaving individuals feeling perpetually inadequate or unfulfilled. This philosophy offers an antidote to this societal malaise through its emphasis on personal virtue and internal worth over external achievements and the opinions of others. By practicing indifference, we learn to measure our worth by our own standards of virtue, integrity, and self-improvement, rather than the fleeting accolades of the external world. This shift in perspective frees us from the need to constantly seek validation from others. It empowers us to live authentically, pursuing what truly matters to us without being swayed by the ever-changing tides of social expectations. This liberation from social pressures does not mean Stoics retreat from the world or disregard the value of community and relationships. On the contrary, it encourages active engagement with the world, but from a place of self-assurance and equanimity. Freed from the need for external validation, we can focus on contributing positively to our communities and building meaningful relationships based on mutual respect and understanding rather than superficial measures of success. The power of Stoic indifference, then, lies not in a withdrawal from life, but in a deeper engagement with it. By cultivating emotional resilience, we navigate life's challenges with grace. Through clear, rational decision-making, we choose paths that are true to our values, and in freeing ourselves from the tyranny of social pressures, we live more authentically, guided by our own standards of virtue and worth. The application of Stoic indifference in our daily lives can be transformative, offering a pragmatic approach to navigating the complexities of personal life, work, and the inevitable adversities we face. By internalizing and applying these principles, we can cultivate a life marked by resilience, purpose, and profound inner peace. In the realm of personal relationships, emotional challenges, and the daily stresses that punctuate our existence, Stoic indifference serves as a guiding light. This philosophical stance encourages us to adopt a balanced perspective, where our emotional well-being is not held hostage by the actions or opinions of others. One practical strategy for applying Stoicism in personal relationships involves focusing on our own actions and reactions rather than attempting to control or overly invest in the outcomes of others' behaviors. This means practicing forgiveness, understanding, and compassion, recognizing that others act according to their own perceptions, which we cannot control. Another strategy involves the practice of premeditation, mentally preparing for potential challenges or negative outcomes in advance. This doesn't mean dwelling pessimistically on what could go wrong, but rather equipping ourselves mentally for various possibilities. This preparation helps mitigate the impact of emotional challenges and daily stresses, enabling us to respond with composure and resilience rather than react impulsively. Moreover, it teaches us to embrace gratitude, focusing on what we have rather than lamenting what we lack or what might be taken from us. By appreciating the present and finding contentment in our current circumstances, we can mitigate the impact of daily stresses and cultivate a more fulfilling personal life. In the context of work and career, Stoic indifference can be a powerful tool for enhancing productivity, focus, and innovation. By practicing indifference towards external validation and the uncontrollable aspects of our work environment, we can channel our energy more effectively towards our tasks and goals. This mindset reduces procrastination, which often stems from a fear of failure or judgment, by shifting our focus from the outcome to the process of our work. These principles encourage us to view challenges as opportunities for growth and learning, fostering a mindset of problem-solving rather than problem avoidance. This perspective not only improves our capacity to tackle complex issues, but also enhances our resilience in the face of work-related adversity. Furthermore, by maintaining an equanimous stance towards praise and criticism, we can remain centered and motivated by our internal values and goals, rather than being swayed by external opinions or temporary setbacks. The practice of reflection at the end of each day can also enhance our work and career. By reviewing our actions, decisions, and their outcomes, we can identify areas for improvement, celebrate our successes, and maintain a clear sense of purpose and direction in our professional endeavors. The stories of individuals who have overcome significant obstacles through the application of Stoic principles are both inspiring and instructive. One such example is James Stockdale, an American vice admiral and aviator in the United States Navy, who was held captive during the Vietnam War. Stockdale credited Stoicism, particularly the teachings of Epictetus, with helping him endure 7.5 years in captivity, including periods of solitary confinement and torture. His story exemplifies the ideals of endurance, resilience, and the power of the mind over circumstances. Stockdale's application of indifference allowed him to distinguish between what was within his control, his beliefs, attitudes, and responses, and what was not, enabling him to survive with his dignity and integrity intact. His ability to maintain hope and inner strength in the face of harsh adversity, and his forgiveness towards his captors, reflect the Stoic virtues of courage, justice, and temperance. His life demonstrates how Stoic indifference to external conditions, choosing not to be embittered or broken by them, can lead to profound personal and societal transformation. These kind of stories underscore the practical power of Stoic indifference in overcoming adversity. By focusing on what is within our control and adopting a perspective of growth and resilience, we can navigate life's most challenging moments with grace and strength. Stoicism does not promise an easy life, but offers the tools to live a meaningful one, regardless of the circumstances we face. Cultivating this principle. A philosophical approach that encourages resilience, clarity, and equanimity in the face of life's vicissitudes requires practice and dedication. This transformation is not instantaneous but evolves through consistent engagement with exercises and principles. By incorporating daily reflections, journaling, mindfulness practices, engaging with a supportive community, and understanding the long-term benefits, individuals can progressively internalize and embody the Stoic outlook. The journey towards Stoic indifference begins with practical exercises designed to embed these principles into daily life. One foundational practice is daily reflection, a time set aside each day to contemplate one's actions, thoughts, and feelings through the lens of this philosophy. This could involve considering the day's events in light of what is within one's control and what is not, reflecting on instances where one could have responded more stoically, and planning how to better embody virtues in the future. Journaling complements daily reflection by providing a tangible record of one's thoughts, challenges, and progress. By writing down their reflections, individuals can track their development over time, gaining insights into their behavioral patterns and how these have shifted towards more Stoic responses. Journaling prompts based on these teachings can guide this practice, focusing on topics such as gratitude, the acceptance of things beyond one's control, and reflections on the nature of happiness and virtue. The role of community. The path towards Stoic indifference is significantly enriched by community. Engaging with like-minded individuals who are also exploring these practices provides an invaluable source of support, inspiration, and accountability. Communities, whether online forums, local meetup groups, or academic societies, offer spaces to discuss Stoic concepts, share experiences, and receive feedback. These interactions help to deepen one's understanding of this philosophy, highlighting diverse perspectives and applications of these principles in various life situations. Such communities also serve as a reminder that the practice of Stoicism, while deeply personal, is not a solitary endeavor. This emphasis on virtues like justice and community engagement underscores the philosophy's recognition of the interconnectedness of human lives. By participating in Stoic communities, individuals not only gain insights into their own practice of Stoicism, but also contribute to the collective wisdom of the group, fostering a shared growth towards wisdom and virtue. Long-term benefits. The long-term benefits of cultivating Stoic indifference are profound and far-reaching. As individuals deepen their practice of these principles, they often experience a significant transformation in their approach to life. This transformation includes increased resilience to stress and adversity, a greater sense of clarity and purpose, and a deeper, more consistent sense of happiness that is not contingent on external circumstances. The practice of indifference, by emphasizing what is within one's control, leads to a reduction in anxiety and worry over external events. This shift not only enhances emotional well-being, but also improves physical health, as chronic stress is known to have detrimental effects on the body. Furthermore, the Stoic focus on living in accordance with virtue and reason often leads to more fulfilling relationships and a stronger sense of community, as individuals become more empathetic, compassionate, and aligned in their values and actions. Moreover, the pursuit of personal growth and self-improvement contributes to a life of continual learning and development. By viewing challenges as opportunities for growth, individuals who practice Stoicism develop a resilient and adaptable mindset that is invaluable in both personal and professional contexts. This mindset, coupled with the inner peace and stability cultivated through Stoic indifference, enables individuals to lead lives that are not only more serene, but also more aligned with their deepest values and aspirations. Cultivating Stoic indifference is a transformative journey that reshapes how one engages with the world. Through daily reflections, journaling, mindfulness practices, and the support of a like-minded community, individuals can gradually internalize the principles of this ancient philosophy, leading to profound changes in their resilience, happiness, and overall well-being. In our journey through the profound realms of Stoicism, we've explored the transformative philosophy of Stoic indifference, a mindset that empowers us to navigate life's myriad challenges with unparalleled grace and resilience. This ancient wisdom, far from advocating for emotional suppression or disengagement from the world, encourages a thoughtful and intentional approach to life. It teaches us to distinguish between what is within our control and what lies beyond it, urging us to invest our energies wisely. Stoic indifference, as we've seen, is not about apathy or detachment from the passions and pursuits that give our lives meaning. Instead, it's about cultivating a state of inner tranquility and stability that remains unshaken by external circumstances. This philosophy equips us with the tools to face adversity, make clear and rational decisions, and free ourselves from the crippling need for external validation. Through practices such as daily reflections, journaling, and mindfulness, coupled with the support of a community of like-minded individuals, we can develop a Stoic outlook that profoundly enhances our emotional resilience, decision-making capabilities, and independence from social pressures. The journey of integrating Stoic indifference into our personal lives, work, and in overcoming adversity is not a solitary quest but a shared human endeavor. The stories of those who have navigated tremendous challenges by adhering to Stoic principles remind us of the philosophy's enduring relevance and power. These narratives not only inspire, but also offer tangible proof of how a Stoic mindset can transform adversity into a source of strength and growth. As we draw this exploration to a close, I invite you to reflect on the areas of your life where the practice of Stoic indifference could yield significant benefits. Consider the daily stresses, personal and professional challenges, and the societal pressures that may be holding you back from realizing your full potential. Imagine facing these obstacles with a serene and untroubled spirit, making decisions from a place of clarity and virtue, and engaging with the world from a position of strength and equanimity. The path to cultivating Stoic indifference is both a challenge and an opportunity to rediscover the power of your own will, to redefine your relationship with the external world, and to embark on a journey of personal transformation. This path requires patience, persistence, and a willingness to look inward, but the rewards it offers are immeasurable. By embracing Stoic principles, you can not only navigate life's challenges with greater ease, but also find a deeper sense of fulfillment and happiness. Let us remember that the essence of Stoic indifference lies not in what life throws our way, but in how we choose to respond. It's a reminder that, amidst the chaos and unpredictability of the external world, we possess an inner citadel of peace and resilience that is invincible. May this knowledge empower you to live with purpose, to face the future with courage, and to embrace each moment with a heart unburdened by the things beyond your control. The journey towards Stoic indifference is not one of retreat from the world, but a bold step towards a more meaningful, virtuous, and contented life. Let us embark on this journey together with open hearts and minds, ready to transform not just our own lives but also the world around us.